It is Thursday, August 11th. Just dropped Demi off at her car, picked her up this morning from the airport. So she's back, so that's awesome. Can we just acknowledge how solid of a getup this is though? Like hood, a little scruff in these glasses, I could slay a runway right now. I would be like, I would shove Kylie Jenner off to the side of the stage and just parade around on stage for her. Not for her, I'd do better than her. I'd just parade around on stage. I'd run the catwalk, they'd be like, John, you're supposed to get off stage. No, I'm not. This is where I belong. And I'd literally walk back and forth. I would push all the other models off stage and I would take all their clothes. Like not in like a creepy way, but just these are mine, I'm going to model them. And I would take them and I would do quick changes. I'd be just a quick change expert and I would model all the clothes and it would be me. And I would have different personas with each outfit. It would be fucking incredible. But until then, I'm gonna get on stage. You know what? Maybe I'll just push everyone off stage when I compete. I don't need to steal their clothes because we're all just wearing shorts, or the little spandex shorts. I could do that. I'll think about it.
All right, so we're here with my boy D-Moss, aka Dim Speedo, aka Nacho Chocolate.
Oh!
Hey, Nacho Chocolate.
Nacho Chocolate.
So, for those of you who don't know about D-Moss, he was actually raised on an emu farm. And it kind of, that's why he's so dark, because he was outside all the time, playing with the emus, raising the emus. Is it, am I pronouncing that correctly? Is it?
Yes, emus. I'm actually white.
You learn something new every day. And so I just thought, you know, he'd tell us a little bit about his experience on the farm. And he was actually mentioning the first time he went to school and one of his emus actually took him to school. So I'll let him fill you in on that.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm actually white, you know. Growing up on the emu farm, it was actually great. Except now, well, let's just say growing up, I used to have sex with a lot of emus. And now there are no more emus around me, so I don't really know who to have sex with anymore, so.
How, were you always attracted to the emus or just being around them, that's all you had?
That, you know, I don't know. That's just kind of one of my things. And now I like to finger myself because the emus used to finger me all the time. And I don't know anybody else who can finger me the way emus used to finger me.
Well done. Well done. Did the talons not hurt? Because I thought emus had talons.
It actually added some extra sensation. It started off really hurting. I used to bleed a lot, but it scabbled up and my bubble actually got really, really hard and it desensitized it, so now it just feels amazing. I usually like taking pins at the fingertips of my fingers to enhance the feeling like the talons would.
So you remember what it was like to be with an emu?
Every night I dream about it. I loved it. I loved it.
What did your parents think about your relationship with the emus?
They thought I was kind of strange. That's why they kicked me out and like.
How old were you when they kicked you out?
7.
7?
7, yeah.
Where'd you go?
With the emus.
Okay, so you stayed on the farm with the emus?
Yes. So we lived on a 30 acre land and my parents kicked me out and I just lived with the emus and I got to be fingered every day by the emus.
And you were how old when you finally moved away from the emus?
How old am I now?
It's a good question. Are you doing emu years?
That's a good question. I can't answer anymore. I can't answer anymore, sorry.
Well, I really want to thank, you know, D-Moss, aka Dim Speedo, aka Nacho Chocolate, for kind of spending that time with us, telling about that time in his life with the emus. I'm not sure I approve of that lifestyle, but you know, I'm an accepting and understanding person, so I feel like, you know, I can still appreciate him for who he is, but I'm not gonna keep pens around him, and I'm definitely not gonna take him to a petting zoo. So, that was your time with D-Moss, aka Dim Speedo, aka Nacho Chocolate.
I love me some emus. This was actually the first emu to really ever put their talons inside of me, and it was amazing. It was amazing. Yes.
post this or not. Because, I mean, we get pretty raunchy on here, but talking about getting your butthole fingered by emus for a whole like 3 minutes might be a little much, but I haven't been filming much, so I'm desperate. It's going on the vlog.
How are we? Long time no see. Been chilling in the land down under, which is Australia. John's getting protein. And I'm just chilling because I gotta go look at a house because I'm currently homeless.
Sup?
So I went to a crocodile farm and people probably don't
God,
know
not
this,
this.
but I actually have a real big fear of crocodiles.
But not alligators.
No, because alligators are a little bit smaller, they're a bit cuter.
They're the same fucking thing.
No, and they make a funny noise, and then they leave their mouths open when they're tanning. I think that's kind of...
When they're tanning.
When they're tanning.
What accent did you just adopt?
Yeah, but it's just crocodiles and saltwater crocodiles, because freshwater crocodiles aren't that scary. Like, their snouts are like super long and like elongated, and they look fucking ugly. And I went to a crocodile farm, and I was dying, and I was hyperventilating, and it was very scary. And there was crocs like over 5 meters long. Don't know what that is.
Can you American that for us, please?
Americanized in distance or length. It'd be like something foot.
Good. So it'd be in feet. All right.
I mean, the whole time at the crocodile farm, I was just like shitting bricks.
Yeah. So that whole shit I said about making a video every day, I lied, which we probably already knew it wasn't gonna happen. Turns out peak week ended up being a lot busier than I thought. I just never really had the energy to sit down and edit it all. Also, I didn't realize that Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. came out with season 3 story time. So, I live in South Central. The shit I get to hear sometimes around where I live is amazing. First of all, this lady was the most amazing storyteller. I just hope I do it justice. It was Demi and I, we overheard what is the most interesting conversation, because I want to know how the following events happened. So I'll tell you what I heard. She's on the phone, you just hear loud, and then finally I can start understanding her. And it's, yeah, well, what happened was she got shot. Okay, so she got shot and she's in the hospital, and everybody's like, you know, she's gonna be paralyzed because she got shot, she's not gonna be able to walk. Turns out, you know, she gets out of the hospital and she's able to walk. You know, her walk's a little fucked up, but she is able to walk. And then her voice fades away. Now, I don't know if that excites you as much as it does me, but why did she get shot? How does she walk? What does she do? Why was she shot? All these things are racing through my mind, and she was just so like nonchalant, like she just got shot and then she could walk, but she was supposed to be paralyzed, but she's fucked up. Like, I don't know. And I just realized my hand just went like this the whole time. So there's that.